box office, Superman leaps past 300 million globally, nears 200 million domestically. So this is like coming upon, like, we're basically upon the second weekend already, right?
Mhm.
So this movie should have been 200 million domestically from like the first weekend. And this
Yeah.
movie was out for like 5 days. It's not like, oh, you had like you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. No, you had like Tuesday, and then you had and then you have Wednesday, and you have Thursday. So you basically had almost the entire week for you to gain that 200 million, and you didn't hit it. And I
Yeah.
think that's sort of bad for a Superman film, right? Because I remember like early box office predictions was like 200 million, and then 165, and then 150, and then 125. It's like they keep lowering it and lowering it, right? And we
Mhm.
do have James Gunn saying that, oh, this movie doesn't need to hit 700 million, right, for it to be successful. So I think that's cap. But what do you think, man? Do you think that this movie is going to have legs to
Mm. I don't know. I don't For me, I don't think so, unless there's something special going on, like some sort of holiday this weekend, but I don't think there is. So I think
yeah.
I always perceive that it's maybe it's sometimes the second weekend does better than the first, but I generally speaking, I think the first week does better than the second. 'Cause,
It's
like that's
very
the peak.
rare. It's
Yeah,
very rare that happens.
yeah, because like people want to get their entertainment on release day usually. So peak is usually first week, then the second strongest second week, then it'll nosedive from there. So
Yeah.
yeah, not like I said, like I kept saying before it came out, it's like I don't think it's a terrible movie. Even watching the trailers, like despite what people think, I don't think it's gonna be a terrible movie overall.
Yeah.
What I mean by terrible, like disaster, like 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10. It's not gonna be very bad. But
Yeah.
for me, like its greatest hurdle is the budget that they spent for it, which I think that I was correct on that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's gonna be lucky if it breaks even. That's what I
Yeah, that's
feel.
true. That's true. Let's see. Elsewhere, horror offering I Know What You Did Last Summer earned 2.2 million in Thursday previews as it opens this weekend opposite fellow reboot Smurf starring Rihanna. I didn't even know that was. I didn't even know we
Yeah, I
got a
didn't even
Smurf.
know that's a thing.
To be honest, I didn't know that we were getting a reboot of Smurfs
Smurfs, yeah.
until I was in the theater watching the trailers for Superman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, what is this? And I also watched the Odyssey trailer.
Yeah, I've been seeing what's that about again? Is that literally the Greeks, the
Yes,
Odysseus story?
yes,
Oh, okay.
it's done by Chris Nolan, and
Oh, oh,
they're doing a. Did you know that the movie is already have pre-order for tickets? You can actually buy your tickets now, pre-sale
when is it coming out?
next year. Exactly, it's literally
2026?
coming out next year. They're doing a year in advance. Now here's the thing, no, it's Nolan, so we do know that it's gonna be a good movie. But there are there are several main characters, several big stars tied to this movie. Matt Damon, Tom
Okay.
Holland,
Okay.
John Bernthal.
Okay.
But John Bernthal sounds like John Bernthal. He doesn't do an accent. He just sounds like the Punisher. He
Yeah,
just sounds like the Punisher the
he's
entire
another one of
time.
those, he's like another Vin Diesel, another Giancarlo Esposito. Like he can't deviate beyond himself.
Yeah. And we have Zendaya, of course. Of course, we're gonna have Zendaya. And
Why is
Gray's favorite actor of all time. I think this is great. This is Gray's favorite actor of all time. Elliot Page.
yeah.
Now, I want it to be good. I hope it's good. All right. I hope it's
Yeah,
good. I
I
hope
haven't
Elliot
seen
plays a Cyclops. Oh man. Oh shit, bro. I hope it's good. It's Chris Nolan. I heard Tenant wasn't good. So
Yeah, I
because
haven't
it
that one I
sound
haven't seen. I heard that one's the worst one of all of Nolan stuff.
yeah. Oh man, but oh shit. But all right. So James Gunn Superman leapt past 300 million mark at the worldwide box office on Thursday, As it heads into its second weekend, that number includes an impressive domestic haul of 177.7 million after enjoying strong midweek business. The DC Studios and Warner Brothers superhero pick will have no trouble staying atop the chart in its sophomore outing and its trouncing new offerings. I Know What You Did Last Summer and Smurfs. Both films reboot and are projected to open in less than 13 million domestically. From Columbia and Screen Gems, the rated R horror I Know What You Did Last Summer earned 2.2 million on Thursday previews, while Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. reprised their roles from the original film. Have you seen Jennifer Love Hewitt recently? Do you think she's hot?
No. Wait. Maybe I've seen her, I just don't know her name. That's the thing. Maybe I just didn't know it was her.
Okay, I believe she was in. All right, let me bring up a photo. Okay,
Yeah, yeah. Maybe I've
that's
seen
Jennifer
her
Love
already.
Hewitt.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen it in my feed. Yeah.
Okay, so she
It.
got she got giga thick. She still looks great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I've seen her in real life. She came when I was working at Disneyland. She came on and she had blonde hair during that time. She came on Finding Nemo, and I actually boarded her to one of the subs. So like she looks great then. I think she still looks good now. She is a little bit bigger, and she had like numerous kids and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of people are saying that she's fat and stuff like that. I don't think so. I think she is. I think she is thicker. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. It's not exactly fat per se. Like she ate a lot of food. It's like she just literally expanded, and not in a bad way. Yeah, get what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah, and plus she's not gonna be like how she was in like the earlier
yeah,
movies, right?
yeah. It's like I think that a lot of actors and actresses, like because of the pressure of people getting really good feedback back in the day, they feel so pressured to keep it as they age. But
Yeah.
it's a part of life. Like you're gonna lose it as you age for sure.
Yeah. So let's see. Set after 3 decades in 1997 original film, the storyline has as much as the first movie follows up with a group of friends who tried to cover up an accidental death for which they were responsible, cut to a year later. When one of them receives a note containing the ominous titular message, not long after, a serial killer armed with metal hook and clad in the fisherman's slicker and hat begins gruesomely killing them one by one. Soon after, they turn to the two survivors of the original, which is played by Hewitt and Prinz. So the thing, I'm assuming you never watched the original movie, right?
Probably not.
Yeah,
Sorry, which
I know
movie?
I know what you did last summer. I'm pretty sure you didn't watch the original one.
I watched a couple of them.
Oh, so
So
you did? Okay.
I did.
All right. Let's see. Critics haven't exactly embraced the reboot, but currently has a 33% ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. The audience score is somewhat a better 68%, but I don't know what you did last summer. Could be the last victim of the horror
Yeah.
of
Okay.
fatigue at the
Yeah.
box
Sorry.
office.
I remember now. It's like, yeah, I did like before COVID. Like I watched a couple of them because I got curious. It's like another kind of like a Saw movie or Final Destination, but more horror in
It's
general.
more.
Yeah.
I would say it's more like
Because like
Scream.
there's so many. Yeah. There's so many
It's
of
more
them
like Scream.
already.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
just kind of like reiterating it just because it's pretty much guaranteed income for those
Yeah,
kind
and
of
then of course you
movies.
have Smurfs that's coming out from a Paramount, and to be honest, nobody's gonna watch this movie. I would say if even if you have kids, you're not gonna bring your kids to go watch Smurfs.
Yeah, it's not like maybe a long time ago it was iconic, but now it's like y- very rarely do you hear people mention it, if
Yeah,
ever.
it's like, oh, did you watch the new Smurfs movie? It's like,
It's
what?
like,
No one's not
yeah,
gonna care about that. But yeah,
yeah.
but all eyes, however, will be on Superman to see how well it will hold up in its second weekend. It certainly has every chance of passing up the entire lifetime run of Marvel's Thunderbolts, which topped out at 383 million. If this movie does not beat Thunderbolts, we're gonna have a problem.
Mhm.
I think DC's gonna have a major problem. I think Thunderbolts is in terms of overall film and enjoyment. I think just thinking about it now, I think Thunderbolts is a little bit better than Superman, but not by much. I think that I think there are very cool parts in Thunderbolts, and then I think there's a lot of dumb parts that I don't really care about in Thunderbolts. But overall, that movie is like mid. right? I think I gave that movie like a 5 or 6 out of 10, and I gave Superman like a 4.5 out of 10. So yeah,
Oh,
it is
okay.
yeah, it is a little better. But the thing is, Brave New World, Captain America 4 did
Oh,
415 million. And that movie
yeah, that
fucking
was
sucks.
yeah, that was terrible. It's like that, that was
Yeah.
for me. That was worse. Definitely
You watched
worse
it,
than
right?
Super. Yeah, we did. We talked about it.
Yeah. So if you want, you can watch Thunderbolts. It's not awful. Right? It's not awful.
Okay.
So, but yeah, I do hope that Superman is good, is because we're gonna be getting Fantastic Four next week. Fantastic Four
Oh
is next week.
yeah. Oh
And then with
my god.
Fantastic Four coming out, it will literally give nothing for Superman. I think everyone's gonna be looking forward to go watch Fantastic Four and not Superman. Whether or not it's gonna be good or not, like nobody's gonna watch Superman anymore. Of course, when I say
Yeah, yeah,
nobody, I'm talking about it's gonna be a way less people. But yeah,
yeah, yeah.
to be honest, I don't think this movie is going to be $1 billion. I think my original thing was gonna hit 800 million. I don't think it's gonna hit that.
That for me,
I think it's gonna.
that's
Yeah,
I
go ahead.
remember saying I remember saying like a week or last week, it's like super optimistic. If 600 to 800 is incredibly generous and incredibly optimistic. So I
Yeah,
think I was right on that. Yeah.
yeah. I think that this movie is not gonna hit Man of Steel. I don't think it's gonna beat Man of Steel.
Yeah.
I think that people saw that this movie was was good, but the thing is like it's just I don't think it has the legs. I don't think it has the cape for the second weekend. And there, like I said earlier, and like you mentioned, there are several films that actually does better in the second weekend because of word of mouth, right? I think Sinners, which is a movie that came out by Ryan Coogler, uh, I had no idea what the hell that movie was. That movie came out, it did really good, and then word of mouth, the second weekend did better, right? It's rare that that happens. So the thing is, does Superman have that? I don't think it will. I think people are like, oh, I'm just gonna save money. Donkey Kong Bonanza's out, so I'm just gonna go play Donkey
Yeah.
Kong, and then
Yeah.
and then next
And
week is Wu
yeah.
Chang is
Wu
coming out,
Chang,
right?
yeah.
Right. So
Although that one's on Game Pass though. I
yeah,
might try it on Game Pass first.
yeah, man. I think this movie is probably if it'll be lucky to even break 600. I think, in my opinion, I think it'll be lucky to break 600 million because Fantastic Four is gonna absorb all of the revenue or whatever box office ticket sales and stuff like that. So we'll see, but according to James Gunn, he doesn't care because it doesn't need to make a lot of money for the DC for this movie to be
That's
successful.
scope.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
scope. Absolutely. It has to make money, James. It really does.
Thanks for checking out this segment from the Project Eggroll podcast. Make sure to catch us live every Saturday at 7 p.m. Also, be sure to subscribe, and we will see you all there.